Greetings, I'm Jonathan Spirit. I've never done so much farming in my life, and welcome to Regrowth Supershorts. To begin with, let's start making a compost bin so we can start making better soil. One compost bin in which we will start to put excess plants, such as, let's say, these poisonous potatoes, so that they will start composting into dirt. If you hover over a slot in the compost bin, it will show you everything you can compost in your inventory. What you get out of the compost bin is compost, which you can use to make things like this garden trowel or garden soil, which will grow things that are on it faster. If you throw seeds into a mana pool, you'll get essence seeds, which will be used to create essence from crop growing, which we'll use to make many other special crops that will produce different materials for us. I am hard at work breeding my crops. This is the section where I breed. This is the section where I just put whatever crops I know are working well. And this is the section where I put my second best crops to start spreading out and make more, hopefully slightly better crops. Because it appears as if when crops just spread instead of breed, they also can grow some extra traits. So I'm just doing as much breeding as humanly possible in order to get the highest traits as fast as possible so I can get lots and lots of essence. To start making other kinds of seeds, we need to create a mana pearl, which you can get by throwing an ender pearl into a mana pool. Then we can surround the mana pearl with essence to get a weak infusion stone. Then, using the weak infusion stone, we can produce weak essence, which will be used to create many different types of seeds in the runic altar, which we will have to create shortly. Instead of picking weak essence, I'm going to pick skeleton soul seeds out of this reward so that I can start making lots of extra bone meal. For an upcoming quest, I need to get a ton of clay so that I can get an object which will make more clay. So for that, I want to use a Horn of the Wild, which will automatically uproot any plants around the area when you play it, so that I can go around to where there's a bunch of those little grass things on the cracked sand and hopefully get lots of clay. Play it and watch everything get uprooted around you. Let's make a runic altar so that we can start making all of these seeds. 12 clay and 10 light gray flowers in the Clay for Days quest will get us the clay conia. If you place sand next to Clayconia, the Clayconia will use mana from a mana pool to turn it right into clay. Why do I want clay, you ask? Because of this quest, which requires enormous amounts of clay in order to get the essences of copper that we need to produce copper seeds. So this way that the quest book will work for many of these resource seeds is it requires us to get a bunch of materials, feed them in, and then we'll get the ability to get actual copper. Since I also need a ton of floral powder, which comes from the flowers over there which need floral fertilizer, I'm currently breeding up these skeleton soul seeds so that I can get lots and lots of bones and thus bone meal. Meanwhile, if I breed essence seeds and sugarcane seeds together, I will get nature seeds, which will enable me to create such things as what essence of nature can create, like moss stone, lily pads, vines, mycelium, which is really important to me, and eventually magical fertilizer, which will enable me to grow my magical crops faster. To the end of floral fertilizer, it would also be helpful for me to get dye seeds, which I can get just by combining essence seeds, weak essence, and a bunch of types of dye that I can also get from floral powder in the runic altar. To use your runic altar, drop all your items on it, and they will start to fall into the runic altar. So let's put one of each item in the recipe. Make sure there's a mana spreader on it. The runic altar will make that sound when it's ready, and then you can right-click. Oh wait, no, I think it'll automatically start. Once it's finished, it will send out these bursts of lightning, and will tell you on the overlay that you need to put living rock on it, and then right-click. When you breed two plants together to get a new one, the new one has half the stats of the original ones, so it will not take as long for me to grow these nature seeds to their full bloom. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Hopefully next episode I'll have all of the floral fertilizer, the floral powder I need to create all the metal seeds, and therefore start growing metals, which would be great. But I might also try another mod pack as well to see if it interests me more than this one. I think I like both, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed again. God bless you all.